Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for another positive spin. Now, today we're going to be talking about Children of the Corn Genesis. Basically, the other side of the coin from Hellraiser Revelations. Now, my relationship with this movie is very similar to Hellraiser Revelations. I had heard so many bad things about it that I kind of stayed away from it for a while and ended up finding this. Let's see, where did I find this? I think it was like at an FYE um, in their bargain bin. So I bought it and I took it home and I watched it because I do have the other Children of the Corn entries in the franchise, and I'm kind of a completist. So I watched it and didn't really understand what the hate was for. So let's put a positive spin on Children of the Corn Genesis. Okay, right in the beginning, when the soldier comes home to his dead family and the kids had killed his family, what always the questions I always asked was in Gatlin, Nebraska, what happens when you're away or you're off at school and you come home? I mean, I'm sure you end up dead, but what does it look like, you know? The other thing I always asked, my question for Children of the Corn was, what happens to these kids after everything goes south? And that question is kind of answered in Runaway, which is another reason why I like that one so much. Another one that people seem to crap all over. I like the opening credits with the wooden toy. I think it's kind of weird and almost childlike and sinister. It's pretty cool. I like that it expands just from Gatlin to California. Again, answering the question, what happens to some of these people who were kids once and after things go bad or they end up leaving, do they still worship he who walks behind the rose? This movie is very competently made. The acting's good. It's got a decent cast with Billy Drago and Joe. The couple that ends up going to this person's house. The girl is from was from The Office. I think she was. He said she was one of Dwight's girlfriends or something like that. The house and the surrounding area has great atmosphere and a sense of isolation, which is cool. I like that in horror movies because it's almost like hopelessness. This movie is a slow burn, and you're always like waiting for the other shoe to drop in this one, and I like that. Some people might not like it. This may not be everyone's cup of tea, of course. Obviously not, since people crap on it. But I like that suspense. Billy Drago is really creepy in this and kind of over the top in a very subtle way. I always like that. The dream of her being sacrificed in a cornfield, that was pretty cool. The cop scene not only made me laugh hysterically, but I thought it was kind of neat too. He almost looked like Superman. I don't want to spoil the end of this or the main purpose of this because I feel like a lot of people still haven't seen this one. So I'm just going to say, and a child shall lead them takes on a whole new meaning in this. And it has a pretty interesting ending, in my opinion. That was the one thing from the movie that I always remembered and it kind of always stayed with me. Uh, I don't usually go for drawbacks, but I will in this one. There's like an ending, and then there's another ending, and even another one after that. So the one in the middle seems a little bit like it's a little too much, but all in all, I really enjoyed this film. I don't understand the hate for it. I find this to be one of the better entries in the series. Definitely better than Isaac's Return. I mean, I know everyone liked Isaac, but that movie wasn't one of my favorites. So that has been my positive spin on Children of the Corn Genesis. Now, I know this and Hellraiser Revelations were done basically to hold on to the rights, but I think they came up with two pretty decent entries in their respective franchises. And for something that was supposed to be rushed and completed quickly in order to hold on to the rights, I think, yeah, I'm pretty happy with both entries. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to check out Joe's Positive Spin. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.